Okay, last video I showed you guys stuff I got at the train show in Ancaster, and I forgot to mention that I actually got a trailer as well. It didn't look anything like this, but it was from Phil's Train Layout in London, and basically I'll show you what it is. It's just this frame here that I got. I thought it was pretty cool. I was thinking about putting a backhoe on it, putting some ramps on the back, but I decided to do a yard office instead. So yeah, this is basically what the kit includes. I looked online. It's $7. It's pretty cheap. Really good starting point. Nice detail on the front, and you can paint it up to highlight the features there. Little bit of sanding required on the sides. There are some I guess print lines and stuff. The other thing I did do was I actually cut the front axle there just to get the wheels a bit closer together. They are pretty far apart if you use the full set of leaf springs. So yeah, the front wheels there got a bit of a chop. Anyway, that's the basic frame, and then what I decided to do was scratch build a one of these mobile office things. So this is just 30,000th styrene. I did the same thing I did with my my steel transload. I basically put in the panel joins using the back of a knife every 4 feet, scale 4 feet. These windows are all from Pike Stuff. What are they? Their name for them? I can't. Pike Stuff kits, whatever. They're really nice windows and doors. Modern stuff. Probably the only good modern ones. What else? Okay, so the Pike Stuff. The top banding here is actually just 10,000 styrene, and I use my hobby saw, those like super thin saws, and I just scraped it along the styrene there to put the grooves in, because most of these things do have some kind of a groove siding at the top. As I was cutting the windows and doors, or sorry, the windows, the glass for the windows, which I may actually redo, I don't like some of them, but I had little pieces left over, and I got out the Tamiya translucent orange and painted them all up and put on the I guess the what are they called, the running lights and the brake lights. And the running lights were just painted with Tamiya, and the brake lights were painted with Tamiya, and they also had red permanent marker, these guys here, just these big intensity ones, just to make them red. It's good to paint the plastic because that stuff sticks better. These are my vents from China, with a little bit of a square tube from Evergreen. What else did I put on here? Inside, I just scratch built a table, painted the floor brown, and then scratch built a countertop and kitchen. So that's just cedar, and then the countertop is just a piece of styrene that's painted. And where did I get the recycle bin from? I can't remember the company. I think it's out of the States somewhere, but it's basically a pack of 6. So yeah, running lights. I did decide to put a light in there because I did some interior detail, and it's just a light from an Atlas GP40-2, and I did have to put a valance over top of the light because it was shining. I had originally had it on this wall here, and it was shining through the wall and shining through the roof, so I did put that valance there. And these pieces here are just added for stability so it doesn't turn into an hourglass, as are those pieces there. Those are just structural, trying to keep it straight. So yeah, light comes through the bottom, go through the trailer. What else can I say about this thing? I don't know. Okay, so I don't even know if these guys, being a mobile office, do they actually get an electric meter on the side of the wall, or do they put it on a post? Anybody knows, I'd appreciate the answer to that. I am going to do a telephone pole and a wire coming down to this. I just don't know if this is on a pole near the office or if it's actually fixed onto the side here. And then I'll have one of these little open... I got these from the guy who does the Sargent couplers now, the scale couplers. He also makes little details, so I got that. And then this apparently is Joe, and he got in the sauce, and he keeps falling over. Anyway, yeah, okay, the roof. The roof is just another piece of styrene, 30 thou. And what I've done is, this is the second attempt actually. I'm trying to make a rubber roof because the ones that are flat usually have this Zodiac rubber membrane. Anyway, the first one I used was the stuff we all get in our brand new boxes to protect the paint. It's that kind of stretchy plastic film. Do not use that stuff. I sprayed it with Tamiya primer and it bubbled up, and then I hit it with some Tamiya paint and it bubbled up even more. So this is just a regular plastic bag, or plastic wrapping, or what is it? Something you get for decals and stuff. The coating for decals, the protector. Hopefully this doesn't bubble up as well. Anyway, I'm going to paint this roof white, and then I'll put a bit of like staining on it, I guess. But yeah, that's why that is. And the reason why I wrapped it in plastic is because I want the edges to be rounded. The prototypes all look like they've been put insulation on the roof, and then they've wrapped this rubber tightly around the edge and then stapled it to the sides or fastened it to the sides. So it's not a square side, and it's just above the flashing here. So I'm attempting to do that. I was just going to make the trailer. Now what I think I'm going to do is do maybe a 6x12 inch diorama, like a little mini thing. I can move it around my layout whenever I want, wherever I want, and that way I can do the electrical connection, maybe put a few trucks in, and do some basic scenery, or possibly even more detailed scenery around this thing, and make it more of a centerpiece, because I do like it. And I think it's going to work out pretty good. With the light on inside, it actually looks pretty cool. So stay tuned for the next video. I think I'll have this complete. I probably won't have the diorama complete, but thanks for tuning in.